WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Listen on the app.
Online, in the car. It's on all the time.
Ready, set.
I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think's funny aren't funny, yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up. We giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 5:59, Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 1067, and if you didn't know, today is Friday, y'all.
It's Friday, bitches.
I know,
I really
crazy week.
didn't
I know, crazy week.
Jeff.
It is that day, y'all. I hope you're listening. It's what? What is it? Say it!
It's Friday, bitches.
It is Friday. It's Johnny's house. We are live on the air, and even though we just passed Hurricane Milton, the weather's going to get really, really nice. Got a nice little cool front going through. It's going to be mostly sunny today with a high of only 80. Still some gusty winds, and right now it is 69.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Did you guys watch Voltron in the 80s?
Yes.
I never watched that.
I
Yeah.
did. It's where all the little robots get together and make one giant robot.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're saying Voltron was an 80s cartoon from Japan, and 5 people who basically were the robot lions, which could join together to form a gigantic mega robot.
With a big
exactly what you
sword,
just
yeah.
said. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but they're going to create it into a live action.
Really?
That's the next live action. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they will.
I'm surprised it took this long, honestly, because Voltron was
Yeah.
a big deal back in the day. So
Yeah.
My man was Ultraman.
Well, see, they
Yo, for real.
overlapped.
Oh,
but
did they?
Ultraman was my guy too, because
Yeah.
he had the Japanese. Yeah.
Ultraman Ray was this.
He's the pre-Power Ranger.
Yeah, he was by himself, but he had this thing that if his energy runs out and his heart stops beating, he dies. In every episode, beep beep beep. You think?
Hey,
You think he's going to die?
He's like 5'2", Ray.
Yeah.
And some red and silver spandex with a little hat, but he had this little whack.
Oh, that's
He would
sad.
fight you, and he'd fight these monsters, and all of a sudden, uh-oh.
Was that like always the climax?
Oh, yeah. And it
Oh,
said,
my God.
and no matter who he's fighting, he'd stop and goes, if that beep stops, he will die forever. Every week.
Every week.
He took on Godzilla.
Yep.
He took on everybody.
Yep.
I got to look that up.
You
Yeah.
don't, you don't want to look that up.
I have one of the Funko Pops of
Ultraman?
Ultraman on my
Okay.
Oh,
desk.
that's funny. So Voltron, we don't know exactly when it's going to be released, but it is officially going to be live action.
All right.
Jimmy Fallon is coming out with a holiday comedy album. It's coming out on November 1st. So he's pretty good with like making up those songs and
Yeah.
just like collaborating with artists.
He started with stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a collection of originals, including some collaborations, but Wrap Me Up featuring Meghan Trainor is going to be on there. Almost Too Early for Christmas, Dolly Parton's going to be on that one. Ariana Grande's in it. Megan Thee Stallion. Justin Timberlake also teased on a recent appearance of The Tonight Show that they recorded a holiday bromance song for
Really?
it. Yeah, so it's going to be called You'll Be There. So Jimmy's also selling holiday seasoning merchandise. So there's going to be like an oven mitt with his face on it, an ugly Christmas sweater. So he's just like full on all in on this.
He's
so
trying to be Mariah Carey.
yeah, for real. Literally. November 1st, holiday seasoning is what it's called.
But you know, if he got one of those songs,
I know,
and
just
it
one.
That's all it
I
takes.
know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yes.
wow, he's got so many collaborations, and I bet you some of them are very good.
We're due for a good joke Christmas song, because remember Grandma Got Run Over
Yeah.
by a Reindeer
Oh,
was
my
like
God.
the only one for the longest time.
Yeah.
That's so true. Martha Stewart has a Netflix documentary. And I'm like,
Interesting.
this is going to be good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, Martha is just like, she's a character.
Yeah.
And she's lived a very
Well-
weird life.
Her thing is she did what everybody else would have done, but she got caught.
Yes.
Her person told her, hey, this is about to happen. You about to sell that stock. And she did.
Yeah.
And that's called insider trading.
I think they've just made an example
Yeah,
of her
about her.
too, because she was a big,
Absolutely.
big name.
Everybody
So, yeah.
did that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Martha Stewart, it's called Martha on Netflix, and she was actually talking about how she had an affair. And so she was like, my one and only husband, Andy Stewart, probably doesn't even know this, but that was like one highlight in the documentary that she was talking about, that the producer was like, didn't you have an affair early on? And she was like, yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
She's still married to him?
No, they divorced in the 90s, but she was just like, yeah, I don't think he ever knew about that, but that was like one of the highlights that they're saying came from that documentary, that she was like coming clean.
Because I'm sitting there, I didn't know that they were divorced. They're sitting there having breakfast, and he said, you did what?
Yeah. Right? Well, it's funny because the producer calls her out. She was just talking about, young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and your husband cheats on you, he's a piece of crap and get out of the marriage. And the producer was like, didn't you cheat? And she was like, yeah, but I don't think he knew about it.
Wow.
I mean, that doesn't mean it's a good thing. It just means I did it.
Yeah.
About that though.
I'm excited to see it. So documentary, it is on Netflix from Martha.
All right. We'll tell you what's been going on in our world in the last 24, 48 hours. We'll update you next on Johnny's House.
Direct from Hollywood with Ryan Seacrest.
Olivia Rodrigo's Guts World Tour will keep her busy into this coming spring, where she's scheduled to play its last encore in Bogota, Colombia, March 25th. And after it wraps, she does plan to dive into her next album. Just not right away. But to a certain degree, she's already started. She tells Billboard, writing songs is really therapeutic for me, so I'm always noodling around making stuff, even when I'm not in the studio officially making an album. I'm definitely going to take a little vacation after this tour. I'm not trying to put too much pressure on anything right now. Olivia Rodrigo's words wraps up the current Australian leg of her tour on the 22nd.
That's direct from Hollywood.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start October 16th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Chaperone, good luck, babe. Don't forget we're giving away $1,000. The money's back on. Some of y'all can use it, and I mean, hell, I can use it. 9 o'clock, give you that keyword for you the chance to win $1,000. 6:18. It is Johnny's house. Storm is gone. We're now back in the cleaning mode. It's going to be mostly sunny today. The high of 80. No heat index. It's going to be 80. A little breezy. It is 70 right now. Left here. Went home. Assessed the damage to my house. Some limbs and debris down. I have 2 panels in the pool that need to replace, but it's only 2 of them. Had some water seep under the door. Then I went to a happy hour at a place called Canvas in Lake Nona.
Oh yeah, that's
that
nice.
place is nice.
I don't really do happy hours. I just didn't know that the prices were so cheap, and I guess that's why they call it happy hour.
Right. Yeah.
It's like on an off time when no one's gonna be there.
Yeah. I had my normal amount. I'm like, I think they rung this up wrong.
Yeah.
And they like, no, this happy hour
Yeah,
prices.
everything's like half
Yeah,
off.
everything half off. I'm like, wait a
BOGO.
minute. I might have found something new. Did that, and I watched that Kelly Rowland. She has a movie on Netflix that she stars in. It's a Tyler Perry movie, and it was.
Was it Medea Goes to Washington or something?
No, she's a lawyer, and it's I don't want to give it away if you want to watch it, but it's drawn out. Only exciting part was the end, and I was just like, wow, okay, that's a waste of time. Guess I'll go to bed. Ray, how was yours?
It was good. It was kind of all over the place. I had the twins because my ex-wife is a first responder, so she had to work.
That's understood.
Yeah, so I had the twins, and then my girlfriend, her house had no power, so I had to take all of her freezer and fridge food, and I brought it to my house.
Yeah.
And then I had to check on my parents. They live in like one of those like manufactured neighborhoods, and so like some
how did
people.
They do? They're good.
Oh yeah, they're good. Like theirs is like I don't know the way that their house is built is like mint.
Oh, we had a guy calling yesterday. He's been in his house. He said they got a direct hit. He got nothing.
Yeah.
He said it's fine.
Yeah. So, but some of people in their neighborhood, like their carports were like ripped off, and their roofs were like bent backwards. So I was just doing a lot of running around yesterday and like making sure my family was okay, and then trying to take care of like people without power.
You know what you have to do, and also you look over like, wow, look at that new pond.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, look
and
at that.
my kids were like, "What is that?" They're like, "Did you see that lake?" And I was like, "That's a road. It's not a lake."
It's not a lake. And I had to go through one. I'm like, please, car, don't shut down on me. You know. Brian, how was yours?
It was cool. Finished up my stuff around here. Then I had to go home and handle all my stuff. It took me a few hours to get everything back right. I had to go search for my pieces of my fence that blew around the neighborhood.
Did you find them?
Yeah, I got everything back together. But then you got to put it back together. Vinyl fence to me is so cheap.
Yeah.
And it really just pieces together.
Yeah,
but you got to wedge it all in the right spot. And whoever builds it cuts it all like janky. It's terrible. You don't notice it until it falls apart.
And the thing is, it's not supposed to take a hurricane.
No, dude, I'm surprised it stood up. Someone hit me and said that their poles actually snapped. Mine didn't. So yeah, but we had no major damage. A couple of little things. I had to go pick up some stuff broke that I had to just throw away. And then we didn't have water come in. We had water seep in somewhere into our subfloor. So like when you step, it comes out
that squish
of my vinyl.
Yeah,
so
that happened.
I had to dry all that out, and I have a floor guy that's going to come take a look at it because I can't fix that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, this is going to end up probably costing a couple $1,000s, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So where you at, FEMA?
Yeah.
Hey, you got that information yesterday?
But where they at though? I didn't lose no power. I just got wet
Does it
floors.
only apply to that?
I ain't saying nothing. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Somebody told me I had flashback from my poor days trying to get money from FEMA. I'm just trying to get the information out there.
Hey, please, I'm going to get it for me, my wife, and my kid.
Should.
While you playing.
Nerese, how about you?
It was good. So I got my power back pretty
She going to
early.
text us time I can't get no FEMA money because my power's back
My
on.
power came back pretty early, which I was very happy about. I'm very fortunate for that. But I stepped outside. I wanted to get dinner, and there was restaurants that were open down in downtown Thornton Park, Lake Eola.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got curry for dinner, and then I went to Wally's, or what is it, Pre-Cupid Jam area.
Don't tell people that.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, dump it.
They'll forget by now.
Got to find a new one now.
And I made a lot of friends out there, and like a lot of people were, great vibes. Oh my gosh,
they're
I made
always
a lot of
open.
friends.
They don't even care.
Yeah, but everybody's doing good out there that I was making friends with. So
I was telling Ray the Waffle House right there on Kirkman near Universal. They had a line 5 deep to get in.
I bet.
To get in. I was like, am I seeing this right?
Yeah.
People lined up to get into the Waffle House?
Dude, I ain't even mad. I love Waffle House.
Wow. I'm just assuming it was people that had to relocate.
Probably.
Because I slow rolled them.
Well, not everything was open, and things started opening like slow. Like some things opened at 5. I had stuff on social media that said, "Hey, we open at 6."
Yeah.
So like if you're just hungry.
No, this was about 12:30.
Yeah. So.
But it was like a line trying to get in the club. I'm sitting there going, "Is that the Waffle House? They got some new grits in there."
And they got touch tunes. It's a party up at Waffle House.
It was packed, man. That just blew my mind. All right, we come back. Going to ask you the question: how long you think it'll take till you get back to normal, or you back to normal already? We'll do that on Johnny's House. 6:35 on a Friday. It is Johnny's House. We are live. We're going to find out how long is it going to take you to get back to normal, or you back to normal already. I hope you're up and you're listening. It's Johnny's House. It is 6:38. It is Friday. It is Johnny's House today. We would say after a hurricane has gone through Central Florida. But weather-wise, a little gusty winds today still remaining, but a lot of sunshine and near 80. So they're talking about near 80. May not hit 80 today. It is 70 right now. The question is, how long is it going to take you to get back to normal? Or are you ever going to get back to normal? Or are you already back? For me, it's probably going to take about, I would say about possibly a week. And I would say that because the pool screen enclosure business is on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hot business right now. Yeah. Getting the yard stuff done, I'll get that stuff done today. I put some towels under the door to get the moisture under there. Now, I'm a little worried because I saw what looks like a shingle off my roof. I mean, I don't have a drone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have somebody look at that. But other than that, it'll take me maybe a week to get back to 100% normal. Ray, how about you?
I'm pretty much back to normal. I have to just make sure that like my AC is working properly because I think I wasn't at home, but I think my electricity did go out and then turned back on. Mm-hmm. But my AC is not working properly. So I just have to see when somebody can come out and look at that.
Big businesses.
Yeah, yeah. So, but other than that, I'm pretty much back to
normal.
Yeah.
Brian, how about yourself, man?
Yeah, I mean, I got my yard back right yesterday. And
I saw people raking yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to actually go into the pool with my snorkeling gear like I did the other day and get some of the big stuff out of the bottom because like I can't vacuum it up.
Yeah.
Because it'll mess up my system. So I'm going to have to do that again. First world type stuff.
Yeah.
My floors are going to be a pain. I got to have somebody come out and fix
you're handling that well because I know how you are in money. and you say, yeah, it's probably going to cost me a couple
I can't do anything about it. I would
I
love to
know.
do it myself, but you can't go messing around with your subfloor and underneath your floors of your house by yourself if you aren't, qualified. And even YouTube ain't gonna help me on that one. I mean, YouTube helped me figure out how to dry it out and everything, but as far as repair goes, so I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. I could be mad about it, but there's nothing I could do about it. It sucks. My house is pretty new. But I mean, there's there's nothing I could do about it.
That's why a lot of people, when they get real old, they get rid of that house. They get a condo.
Yeah, right, 100%. Because if I lived in a condo, I would call somebody. And I would be like, hey, fix this. But I don't. So that's what I chose to do. So I got to do what I got to do. So it's going to take, I mean, that's not going to keep me from being normal, but my house ain't going to be right for however long it takes to get a floor guy out. And I don't know how long that'll be.
They got to assess it.
And then, I mean, if you consider the fact I'm going to have to make payments on fixing it. So, I mean.
So what, you'll get the same tile that you have, or you're going to change it?
Luckily, I have, when they built my house, they left me boxes of the flooring. So I do have the floor, so it's going to match. I got no problem with that. It's just getting it ripped up and figure out where the water came from, because this is going to be the last storm. So I got to find out how it got under my floor. So.
Nerese, how about you? How long is it going to take?
I think I'm back to normal already. Yeah, because when I brought everything in, I actually did a little bit of deep cleaning from there. But like, the HOA, they take care of like the outside property. I'm good. It's funny because yesterday when I pulled up to the house, my roommate was raking outside, and I'm just like, bro, you don't got to do that, right? And then he's like, well, I just saw, Billy Bob over there down the street. He was raking, and I wanted to help him. I think he's part of the HOA. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stop this because maybe that'll shave off like $100 or two.
Yeah, right.
No, I wish. I wish. I wish.
Nerese, how you going to tell somebody trying to help, saying why you help? It's like, hey, sometimes it's just the right thing to do.
I'm like, yo, we pay for this, right?
He said, all I know is I pay you. Now, what goes into that, I have no idea.
Yo, I mean, I'm just like waiting for an assessment to happen because that's what happened last year when like something fell on a gate. Like we had to pay $1,000. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think we mentioned this off air. I used to live in a condo, and I didn't know what assessment meant.
Yeah.
And the bottom floor of the parking garage sunk. And I was like, that's cool, they're fixing that. And I'm like, wow, this is a great building. All of a sudden, you get this special email, everybody's been assessed $2,500. I'm like, I had to call my lawyer friend. What is that? What is it? What does that mean? I mean, you got to pay that. Why I got to pay it? Because it's your building. I didn't make that whole.
Yep.
Doesn't the insurance pay? Oh, no. That's what the assessment is.
That's why I looked at him. I was like, you got a good heart, but you don't got to do that, so.
Nerese is the type to throw things on the floor and go, nah, the janitor will pick it up.
No, I would never do that. I would never.
They pay people for that.
I had a track coach. He did that. He littered, and I said, dude, what are you doing? He goes, listen. He looked right and left. I'm keeping the man employed.
Oh, my gosh.
He said, we got to hire somebody to pick that up.
Right.
So what I'm doing is giving the man a job.
There you go. There's your excuse, Nerese.
Wow.
You helping that man keep his job out there.
I'd never heard anything like. I'm like, you're right, but I'm not.
That's like not returning your grocery cart at the store. I'm keeping them employed just so they can go out and get
I've
their
heard that
groceries.
argument.
And I'm like, what?
I've heard that argument.
No.
Honestly, I believe because he made a point to throw it down. He didn't have to. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I think in his mind, he really believed I'm helping somebody keep their job.
I think at the root, he's lazy.
Yeah,
but now I've come up with a justification for my laziness.
Yes. I was just like, real? I don't do it all the time. Just in different conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to throw it out there to you. How long do you think is going to get you back to normal? Are you already back, or you think you'll never, ever be back to normal? I know if you're up, we're going to try to reward everybody this morning that calls us because, you could be doing other things, but you're calling us on the air and we want that. We got 4 tickets to Great Scott Farm in Mount Dora. Season opens now and runs through Saturdays and Sundays through November 24th. Enjoy the giant wooden playground, 7-acre corn maze, revamped zip line, farm tour, food, and more. A lot of you need to get out. We're going to hook you up with this. All we got to find out is those 3 questions. How long is it going to take you to get back to normal? Are you already back to normal, or you don't think you ever will get back to normal? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can always text us, and we'll read it. The XL Mobile is 41067. If you're watching us on the live stream, we'd love to hear from you and throw it out on social media. How long is it going to take you to get back to normal? Will you ever get back to normal? Or are you already there? We want to hook you up, so call us now on Johnny's House. Teddy Swim, Lose Control. They just announced less than 1 million people are now without power compared to 4 million 24 hours. So they are working on it. It is 6:55. It's Johnny's house. High today of about 80. It is 70 right now and a lot of sunshine. The question is, how long will it take you to get back to normal? You're back to normal, or you don't think you'll ever get there? We want to hear from you. Going to hook somebody up with 4 tickets to Great Scots Farm. Leesburg, Joshua, good morning.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How long does it take you to get back to normal?
I'm driving home now. Been in the jail for about 40 hours. So my wife says, we lost some fencing, maybe some shingles. Still don't got power. So I'm hoping no more than in a month. I don't know. I mean, I've never dealt with insurance. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I've never dealt with insurance, so I don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah. How was it in the jails?
The jail, the jail, it's always going to have power because we got backup generators and everything. But it was dicey there with the wind for a little bit.
Yeah.
But the staff, everybody, the command staff, my staff, SEC, B2, we held it down. I appreciate everybody from even Trinity Food Service, feeding us, and command staff making sure we're safe, and all the staff that showed up. I really want to say thank you to everybody.
Hey, CO Joshua, you think I can get out to get some of that wind?
Johnny, you can get all the wind you want.
CO Joshua. Well, I'm glad you're safe. Go get some rest, man. Get some rest.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, hold on, Brian. I'm a first-time caller, bud.
Yeah.
All right, first-time caller. Got a first-time caller number for you. Nerese, what's his number?
It is 4172.
Joshua, what's your number?
4172.
Welcome to Johnny's house, man. Go home and get some rest.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
I thought I did something wrong.
I know. He said just want to say hello to Brian. Yeah, that's all what's going on.
He said,
we think everybody kept them criminals in there. Thank you. From Orlando, Brandon, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Johnny. How you doing, man?
Good. How long is it going to take you?
It's going to take, Johnny, it's I'm actually heading into work right now to take care of everybody else. Now, I've been with the fire department 8 years, so this was my first hurricane that I got to spend with my family at home.
Oh, wow.
Normally they call us all in, man, and this one was different because I got a 1-year-old at home. So it was, I feel very fortunate this time. We got to spend time with the family at their house, and we were really lucky this time. We didn't have much damage, Johnny. We just we lost power. We're still out, but it's okay. It's little things.
All right, well, listen, Brandon, you hold on. I'm going to hook you up with the 4 tickets, the Great Scots Farm. Ray, what are they saying?
Somebody said it's going to take a couple of weeks. We have no power, plus all the food that was in the fridge and freezer. We're going to have to, replenish all of that stuff. But they were like, listen, the sound of the winds.
FEMA.
Get that FEMA money.
But she was like, the mental aspect of this is going to take longer because the sound of the winds was so terrifying.
Absolutely. It shook me a little bit. What they say over there?
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Call attorney Dan Newland. For the most part, I think everyone's going to be good. It's just the mental part. Someone said they do work at the hospital. And so they put in 33 hours.
Oh, wow.
So they're just drained. They said by Sunday, hopefully they'll get reset.
Good. All right, Ray, celebrity news.
Celebrities that are stepping up after the storm.
Coming up on Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Tom Brady, he spent a couple of seasons playing with Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, so he did step forward and donated $100,000. So he said, in the wake of Hurricane Milton, I'll be making a donation of $100K to help get essentials like food and water and first aid to fellow Floridians. So he, he also revealed that GoPuff, which is like a goods and foods delivery service, that they were going to match his donation.
Okay,
so about $200,000 thanks to Tom Brady and GoPuff have been donated, and the benefits will go to Volunteer Florida Foundation and some other foundations. So.
Listen, talking to Laura Diaz, who has our own morning show in Tampa, it was pretty much you got nothing or you got destroyed.
Yeah.
That's how it is in Tampa.
Yeah. Also, Taylor Swift, she's helping out. She donated $5 million to Feeding America, and the organization is dedicated to supplying hundreds of food banks across the country. But what they're saying is that after the devastation with Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, that money is going to go towards helping the communities rebuild, recover, and providing essential food to people who need it after the hurricanes, both the hurricanes. So $5 million is what she's donated.
Go ahead, Taylor Swift.
I know. I'm like, that is great. So Dolly Parton donated $1 million. Dollywood matched her money, so she's giving basically $2 million total. So there's a lot of people. Logan Paul donated his Prime hydration drink to assist the Hurricane Helene relief efforts. A lot of this came out after Hurricane Helene, and then the week later, Milton came. So a lot of these donations are going to be going combined.
Get an energy drink. Those people are going to be up for 3-4 days drinking that stuff.
I know.
Wow.
Tom Brady's cheap, man.
$100,000.
I'm playing.
Tom Brady, I'm not on tour.
It's never enough. It's never enough.
I'm playing.
So Scooter.
People were thinking, I'm sorry, Ray.
They were.
I know.
Damn, Tom Brady.
Well, actually, I was like, should I do the big donation first or the small donation first? I'm like, which order should I do these stories? A donation is a donation.
It is a donation.
He gets his name on a plaque. Taylor gets hers on a building.
That's right.
Yeah. So Scooter Braun thinks it's time for everyone to move on. Speaking of Taylor Swift, move on from his feud with Taylor Swift.
We moved on. Ain't nobody else talking about it. You're talking about it. We're not talking about it.
To be honest, it made her a gazillion dollars.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that ever happened to her. I know at the time it seemed like, oh, this is real messed up, but it's the best thing that ever happened to her.
The thing I respect about her is she put the work in.
Yeah.
She said, you know what? I'm going to have to record every song I ever recorded. Let's start.
And my fans will take mine, not yours. It's the best thing that ever happened to her.
Yeah, so he said it's 5 years later. He said, I think everyone, it's time to move on. There were a lot of things that were misrepresented during that situation, but he added that Taylor is one of those artists who should, quote, always bet on. And I'm like, okay. So, but he's just like, I don't know why he brought it up, but.
When I went through something a couple years ago, someone sat me down and said, listen, this is your life and it's happening to you. But everybody else got their life going on. They don't really care.
Yes.
Right.
And Scooter Braun's like, hey, dude, we moved on.
Yeah.
But the mere fact that you brought it back up makes us think about it again.
And we always say that the news cycle flips so quickly that what you think is so big
it's
isn't.
not.
Maybe somebody asked him in an interview
You
or
think
something.
so?
Because otherwise, why bring it up?
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do
know.
that? Yeah. He's like, everybody needs to move on. All right, we come back. We got those weird stories that are true right here on Johnny's House. stylish. 7:08. It is Johnny's house. A lot of sunshine today. Very breezy. 80 is our high. It is 70 right now. Brian, weird stories that are true.
Well, this is like a Halloween type story, and it's a little gross, and it's true. There was a woman that is now in custody in Kentucky. She was arrested because they found that she had a dismembered corpse kind of sewed up into a couch and some body parts on the stove.
What?
Ew.
Yeah, so the body parts and the parts on the stove actually came from her mother. So she killed and cooked her mom, and she was doing some spells when the police got there. She was casting spells. She lived in the mountains of Kentucky.
Okay.
So she was doing some
And they came out, she's like, what?
voodoo stuff.
Say, what?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can't do that. We've been doing it up here for years.
Right, that's what we do.
That's what we do. What are you talking about?
Put a little spell on, done.
Take that home with you.
That's that black magic. She's
Yeah,
doing.
so I don't know what she's doing. But yeah, now she's in jail. So I'm not sure what spell she was casting, but when arrested, she was in the process of casting spells, they said.
Can you imagine who's going to be her cellmate? Yo, get me out of here, man.
There is a new study. We talk about this all the time. Some of the things we eat, we probably shouldn't be eating.
Oh, a lot of stuff.
And they're probably not approved in other countries. But here we're like, whatever.
It tastes good.
So there is some yellow dye in snacks like Cheetos and Doritos that have been found to make skin temporarily see-through. So they've been testing it on mice, and I guess this dye that they use in Cheetos and Doritos, when put on the mouse's skin, and the light hits it, it slows down the light enough so you can see through the skin into the body.
And we're eating this with Cheetos and Doritos.
Mm-hmm. They're delicious.
This is...
Actually, this might be used for good now. They're going to start testing it to see if they could use it instead of having to x-ray you.
Yeah.
If they can find a way to get you some Cheetos and then look at whatever they need to look at, you're good.
What's wrong with us?
That would take a lot.
I mean,
I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
No, but a lot of countries are like, no, we don't want this. We don't want to. We will not let the people of our country eat this stuff.
I literally saw a video of like this political whatever in the UK where they pulled out a cereal box from America and a cereal box from the UK. Same brand, same flavor.
Different ingredients.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah.
They do it in Canada. They make it in the same factory. They ship one without all the dyes and stuff to Canada, and they sell the same one here, and they're both Fruit Loops. But they don't look the same. And it's the same factory that makes them, which is wild. They said there's no side effects, though, to this so far. And so they're looking
So
into...
there's no side effect of making my skin translucent.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure that's a side effect.
But it's a side effect of Cheetos. But if they use it for that, it's not the side effect anymore. It's the purpose, see? And then you won't need x-rays anymore or MRIs.
Wow.
You just eat some Cheetos. A whole lot of Cheetos. I ain't got no problem with that. And I always wonder when you drive through like the tolls and whatever, what the camera captures. So there's a viral video that's gone around in New York. I guess there's a guy driving around looking like the Cookie Monster. And it got caught on traffic cameras. And every camera...
Was he in a costume?
I guess. He was wearing a Cookie Monster from the Muppet Show. And so, but that's illegal. So they're trying to track him down now and hit him with a $50 fine because you can't drive dressed up as the Cookie Monster.
Unless they see him taking the costume off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can they tell who he is? Man, they ain't dressed up like a damn
Well,
Cookie
I mean,
Monster.
I would assume they can do it by your plate, eventually match it up to what they see on the front, which is the Cookie Monster. I don't know. But you can't dress up as the Cookie Monster and drive. It's illegal.
Did not know that was the law.
I didn't either.
And those of you who was planning to do that today, you will be arrested.
I don't think it's Cookie Monster specific. I think it's just in general.
Oh, just
yeah.
Wearing a costume while driving?
No, I thought it was straight up Cookie Monster.
No, I don't believe it is. I don't believe it's Cookie Monster exclusive.
All right, listen, we come back. Conspiracies that you heard about this hurricane that went through. If you know of any, call us right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Hurricane conspiracies. What have you heard on Johnny's House? 724, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067, Johnny's House. It's going to be sunny, and it might be some rain, a little bit of rain this weekend, but we got a cold front that's coming through for the next 2 weeks. Woo-hoo! And hopefully, and that's a good thing because a lot of people have some cleaning up to do. A lot of debris. I think I said debris 1,000,000 times yesterday.
Oh, God.
It's like debris. I got a little debris. Yeah. How about some debris? How about it was okay?
It got to the point where I was like, why are we spelling debris like this?
I know. I know, really. Just some debris.
I hate the word Milton now. Like,
really?
If your name is Milton, I hate you.
How you doing, son?
Oh, my God.
Does Milton go, huh? Son, how you doing? I'm okay, Mom. I just had some debris. Hey, Unc, how you doing? I just love debris. All day, debris. 80 is our high. It is 70 right now. Conspiracies. I have some friends that I used to think were very intelligent. And then I start reading some of the stuff that they say. Now, who knows? Here's the thing. Not all conspiracies are wrong. Some of them are right.
Yeah.
There's some that are far-fetched. I heard that the government caused this hurricane to happen to overshadow what happened in the mountains of North Carolina. You heard that one too?
I did. I absolutely did.
And I had to do something like, okay, what are you saying? They're saying that it's like, don't look over there anymore. Look over here.
Yeah.
Now, it is true, seeding of clouds is real. And a couple years ago, if you it might have been last year, they had a flood in Dubai because they overseeded those clouds. We had a flood in the desert.
Yeah.
So seeding clouds is real, is a fact. You can do a little rain. But they're saying something about some lithium mines.
The chemtrails.
That's a whole different.
That's a whole different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but they're saying that that's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard.
What have you heard?
I've heard it goes on both sides. So it depends on who you're voting for.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God.
Me too.
Really?
There it is.
Helene was created by the left, they said.
Yep.
Okay.
To
stop
keep
some people from voting.
Right, to keep, because they said the well-off people on the left will get to the polls no matter what. But if we strand these hillbillies in the mountains, they can't go vote.
And North Carolina is a swing state.
Right.
Yes.
And so that's what I had heard. And then I heard that it was created by the right to show how bad the left handles disasters. So who could vote for these people? They can't even give you nothing but $750. And there was a guy like that's real big on weather modification, and he's like, it's a known fact that we can stop a hurricane.
I've heard that one too.
But we choose not to. It's
I've
a known
heard that
fact.
too.
And they said it's also a known fact that you could lower the pressure in the middle of a hurricane, which is what makes it stronger.
Yes.
He said there's no way that you would go from 0 to 100 like we have been these last two hurricanes unless somebody is pushing the buttons behind it.
I thought all that was fake until the president came out and said, hey, ain't nobody affecting the weather. People affecting the weather.
Right, just like when they said, ain't no UFOs.
Okay, we changed the name. They're not UFOs anymore. What are they now? It's something. They call them something else. Unexplained
phenomenon or something. Yeah.
Ray, what have you heard?
I mean, same thing with like it was politically pushed. The hurricane was politically pushed, and so was Helene, not just Milton, but also.
Wow.
Like lasers and stuff have to do with like the direction, like they can steer the hurricane with lasers. Well,
see, that's some drunk bar talk.
Right.
Listen.
That's some people in a bar that's taking advantage of happy hour. About with them lasers they got.
Right, sharks with lasers.
They can move the hurricane. But here's the thing: the hurricane's gonna go somewhere.
Yes.
So where your lasers gonna push them? Because somebody gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to look it up because I saw an article yesterday, and I don't know where. I'm trying to find it right now, but I'll read it to you when I find it.
Yes.
It is scary how people believe it.
Yes.
It's not scary of how like what's written. It's scary that people post it.
I had two friends get into it yesterday. One's like, man, you drinking the Kool-Aid, man. See, they did this so they could. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I had to step back because I ain't want to get involved. We're all friends. And I'm like, what Kool-Aid are you drinking?
Yeah. One of my favorite former football players was talking about it, and they said, "Oh man, he got CTE."
No.
Because he was like, and he defended himself.
And he made sense.
And he's like, I'm just throwing out what I heard. I'm like, where'd you hear? Like everyone says what I heard. Where'd you hear?
Where'd you hear it from?
Yesterday, Ron DeSantis was having a press conference, and one of the reporters asked him that. She's like, do you want to debunk all these like myths and theories? And he's
He
just
probably
like,
said, I'm not doing it.
yeah. He's like, guys, we're in tropical like land. Like
it's gonna happen.
it's hurricane season.
Good.
Yeah, well, you planned it so people couldn't register to vote.
Well, it's too late now. Registration ended on
Monday. When we were supposed to be evacuating.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying?
Damn.
Ooh. They couldn't register to vote because they were evacuating.
I saw weather people really upset about that fake hurricane. That said, what's his name?
Yeah.
It starts with
Nadine or something, right?
Yeah, Nadine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, ain't no damn Nadine.
They made a fake track for it and everything.
Yeah.
No.
You kill him. I'm like, wow, they're really upset about
Well,
that.
then I saw people talking about y'all ain't ready for Hurricane Leslie, which, by the way, is going far east of us. It's literally going the opposite direction of us. I'm like, yeah, we're not ready for it.
Leslie is out there, but it's not.
We don't have to be.
It's not coming our way, man. Hey, listen, man.
That's because they turned it away from us. That's why.
Meteorologists are getting death threats because Hurricane Milton's conspiracy theories.
Wow.
If you're going to give a meteorologist a death threat, that's because you wanted to death threat somebody.
Yeah.
In your life, you wanted to throw out a death threat. If you're mad at a meteorologist, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, we come back, we're going to talk about some things that are so Florida, things that you've seen in the last week or so. We'll give you some examples next on Johnny's House. $7:23, this is Johnny's House. We are live, hoping that everybody's getting their life back together after Hurricane Milton has passed through. Brian hates Milton. He hates the name Milton.
I'm so tired of hearing it.
Just
Jeez.
Milton.
Milton.
We try to put things back together here. We're going to try to entertain you as much as we can. Yesterday we were on the air finding out if you need anything, and everybody's just like, listen, we just want to get back to as normal as we can. So that's why we're doing our show the way we are today. It's going to be sunny with the high of 80. It is 70 right now. Ray, what is It's So Florida? And there's a lot of things that will happen, especially during a storm that you'll only see here.
Yeah, so basically I was seeing these articles of people popping up, and like it's funny because the Weather Channel posted some of it too, just talking about like this is so Florida. There was a guy that was like skimboarding in the streets after it was flooded. There was a person that was standing in the middle of the hurricane, like with the wind, holding a UCF flag, and they're like, that is so Florida. And then I don't want to bring up Lieutenant Dan, but that guy is so Florida.
Yeah, they did a background. So.
Yeah.
Well, part of the reason he is Florida is because he got 18 mugshots.
18.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Florida man.
He is Florida.
He is Florida man.
It is so Florida to have news reporters at the beach as the storm is coming in, and you'll see a couple just walking down the beach like nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's so Florida.
They had a guy jogging down the Riverwalk in Tampa the other day, and I'm like,
I saw that.
dude.
It's so Florida. It's so Florida that people going to pull out the surfboards.
Yep.
Because they see the waves are kind of high.
Yep.
It's so Florida. I'm trying to think. What do you got? Jump in anytime. You're going to have, they're going to find the most, And I heard from news reporters, those are the only ones they're going to talk to. You're going to find somebody talking on the news with no shirt on.
Yeah, that's a Florida thing for sure.
You're going to see people kayaking.
Kayaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Paddleboarding.
Here's the funny thing that I see, and it's so Florida, and I've seen this in a couple of areas, and the people have been using it to rescue people or these devices, I mean, these kind of vehicles I've never seen before.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like they have big wheels on them.
Yeah.
And what do you ever use those for?
They look like four-wheelers or something.
Like the Polaris-looking things?
Yeah. But they're old.
I was just going to say, this cracks me up on the news. There's people paddleboarding. There's a truck driving by behind them. Y'all don't need to be paddleboarding. Y'all just out there for fun.
So we want to find out from you, what is something that's so Florida? I'm trying to think anything else.
Finding a gator in your pool or in your house after the flooding.
Not going to lie, I checked my pool before I even walked near it just to make sure there was nothing in it because you don't know.
Yeah. It's so Florida during after the storm, and there's some flooding in areas. Kids playing in the flooded area like it's a pool.
It's so Florida people will still go to Disney the day it's open.
That's right.
Hurricane.
I
Even
was right.
before.
I go the day before every
There
time.
we go.
I explain that to people, and I say, look, there's been people saving their whole lives to get here.
Yeah.
They've been for years. Hey, got a countdown and everything, and they're here. And if it's open, we going.
Once I'm prepped, what am I going to do?
Yes.
I'm not going to sit here and fret over a storm that ain't here yet? No, I'm going to Epcot.
There's something seriously comforting knowing that Disney's open.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, so I just realized I'd throw this on the map, too. It's so Florida that whatever there's a storm, y'all want to go to the Waffle House. I don't get it. I'm telling you, man, the Waffle House on Kirkman and Conroy in that area, it was open, and they had a guy like it was 5 deep. And Brown, I love some Waffle
They got
House.
delicious food.
I know. I just don't get it. So for you, what is something that is so Florida? Best one, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, plus the parking pass. You'll never feel alone when you're scared to death at Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. Select nights now through November 3rd. This is where horror lives. Technically, we're supposed to be there today. But with the storm, we decided we'll all just stay in the studio. So what are some things that you observed during the storm that it's so Florida? Anybody else from any other part of the country sees this and they're like, what in the world is going on? But for us, it's just everyday Florida. What is something that's so Florida? Got a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Nights plus the parking pass. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If it's busy, you can always text. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers, you've been quiet today. We want to hear from you, and we'll throw it up on social media. Something that is so Florida, the Storm Edition. Add to that list and win. You can get some tickets to see Halloween Horror Nights plus the parking pass. So call us now on Johnny's House. Good morning, live streamers. What's up with everybody? How we doing? Checking in. I see y'all talking about hating your jobs, and ain't nobody here talking about the show. Do y'all actually listen, or do y'all just get in here to communicate with each other? Hey, Gen Z. Are we just in the background as noise? Hey, Becca B. Do y'all really listen to our show? What up, DJ BC? DJ Johnny. Hey, they should have got back with you about doing that that Hispanic Heritage DJing that event, DJ Johnny. If they didn't, let me know. No, Alex rode out the storm with his grandmother. I had to work. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. What you eating? Yeah. Oh. Well, you can have that. Yeah, we're glad you guys are safe, too. So what's going on, man? Any questions for us while we got about 3 minutes till we can hang out with you? Then we got to go back on and do our show. Kevin H., what's going on? What's good? Was really good. Brady, want to know how you did with the twins?
We were good. I mean, besides them asking what the every little noise was. What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? No, but it was good. We were actually at Kim's place, so we were all together.
Richard, you got a drone? Well, I'm going to see if anybody in my neighborhood, I'm sure somebody in my neighborhood has a drone. I'll just tell them to fly it over my house. Thank you for being there for us, not only through emergencies and every day. Sharky, thank you. That's what we try to do. Johnny, can you ask Alex if there's another storm heading this way? I will ask him when I pick him up as soon as I get off the air today. We talked about an hour yesterday. About everything. Everybody here, Ray, you got power, don't you? No, everybody has power. Mm-hmm. Debbie Shaw, what's up, what's up, what's up? Well, I'm glad that we get you through your day, Debbie Shaw. That's our jobs. I mean, we're doing our jobs. You imagine that was your boat in somebody's yard? That's your boat. All right, y'all. Listen to us on the radio. Comment when you can. Bye-bye. Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso, 747. It is Friday morning. This is Johnny's house. A lot of sunshine today, quite breezy. Say wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour, but the heat and the heat index is gone. The high today, they say, is near 80, and it's 70 right now. All right, we want to find out. It's So Florida Storm Edition. These are things that you'll only see in Florida when we have a bad storm. Other places around the country are looking at it going, what the heck is going on down there? Got a pair of tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights plus the parking pass for the best one. We got to hear it. It's So Florida Storm Edition. From Altamont Spring, Cassie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, good. You do well? You make out well during the storm?
Yeah, we never lost power. Everything's good. We got lucky.
Oh, very good, very good. So, it's So Florida what?
We see some kids out there swimming
Yep.
in the floodwaters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like neck deep.
No.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. That's just, if anything, the water is just got a lot of germs and stuff in it.
Right. I'm like, one, where are your parents? Two, you're about to be so sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Whenever you see a kid doing something like that, the first, what are they parents? What them kids'
Right.
parents? Where the parents at? All right, you hold on 1 second there. From Castleberry, Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning to you. All right, that's So Florida Storm Edition.
I have two things. The first one is we're not prepping for batteries or candles, but we need a whole cart full of junk food.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
that we're
right.
going to eat on day one.
Yes, you gotta have the snacks. Gotta have.
And then the second thing, real quick, is the second the hurricane passes, what's open? Let's go on a drive. Let's see the damage.
Because you've been in the house for 3 hours together.
Yep.
Let's see the damage. Let's get out. All right, that is true, and it's also dangerous, and they ask you not to, but hey,
Yeah.
you're going to do it again. Claire from Kissimmee, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We are good. You okay during the storm?
Yes, we are good. Thankfully, we didn't lose any power or anything.
Wow, okay. All right, something that only happens in Florida when there's a storm is what?
Being nosy. So going out every 10 minutes or so in the middle of the storm and chatting up with your neighbors while the hurricane's happening instead of staying inside.
Now, I don't chat up with the neighbors. I was in the neighborhood where the tornado was about to touch down. I went outside. And I heard that, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Woo. And I heard it say, going back in the house.
Yeah.
I went outside and got a video real quick. I'm
Did
like,
you?
man, this looks really cool. Let me get a video. My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I work in the media.
I had this weird vision that the tornado was going to suck me away, but it wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't there. It was not. It was just.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
what is
Yes.
it? It's just going to come.
Absolutely.
Calm down, Dorothy.
I'm sure I wasn't the only one. From Orlando, Anthony, good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Good, Anthony. You do okay during the storm?
Yeah, doing just fine. Never lost power. Only lost water for a few hours, but everything's fine.
Okay, okay. What is something, It's So Florida Storm Edition?
There was a streamer live streaming in the Tampa Bay during a storm surge, holding onto a tree, receiving 60-mile-per-hour winds, asking for donations. I'm watching it upset because I'm like, he doesn't understand how dirty that water is. In reality, he's the one winning because he just made $10,000 in less than 2 hours.
He was asking for donations to himself?
Yeah. And he said, if I receive $10,000, I will leave the Tampa Bay and I will go back home to my safety.
Oh, I would try to my best to organize people to not donate so we can watch his demise.
Wow.
Oh,
The issue is that if you have even a remote close amount to $10,000, people will donate. They'll donate $1
Yeah.
for 10,000 people.
For sure.
You're gonna hit your donation mark.
Wow, he risked his life for $10,000.
That sounds like Florida to me.
Yeah, it does.
That's some influencer stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
100%. They're waiting for that one, man. Ray, what they saying?
There's a guy in Daytona holding up a sign saying, "Why lie? I need a drink" during the hurricane. Sarah said there was a picture of flamingos that were at the zoo, but they put them in the bathroom to save them. So it's just like flamingos standing in the bathroom.
I bet there's like, what in the hell going on? What is going on here? Brian, what are they saying over there?
Let's see. XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. They say it's just a Florida thing to fish the floods.
Yep.
They said over in Daytona, they caught and cooked up some nice snook from some floodwaters.
They fished the flood.
Oh, yeah. Someone else said, driving around looking at destruction like it's Christmas lights.
Yeah.
That's a Florida thing.
Yep. And whoever just said that, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Nights plus the parking pass. Coming up, Ray, what is some celebrity news you got
While we
there?
were thinking about Milton,
Mhm.
Diddy was in court.
There it is, on the way on Johnny's House.
XL HD1 to Varies Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right. So while Hurricane Milton was rolling through Orlando or rolling through the state of Florida, Diddy was in court. So yesterday he was in court, and it's pretty wild to see that he is still behind bars because we had a little bet in the room.
Yep.
And you guys thought that he would be
I
getting
said he's
out.
going to be out by the end of the week.
No. The judge said Diddy will remain behind bars. Now
Until the trial?
Yeah, the trial is scheduled for May 5th,
Oh, that gotta break you.
2025.
That got to break you.
May 5th.
They said, don't even talk to us about bail. That ain't what we're here for.
No. So he has actually tried to get bail 3 times now. Recently, he filed another motion asking for bail, so that was also denied. So his appeal for bail has been denied 3 times now. His lawyers are arguing that he's not a flight risk despite the federal government's case against him. But the judges were like, yeah, cool. We don't care what you say.
Is there like a cap to like asking how many times?
The reason I've asked that question is, how many times can they say no? Is there one to say, okay, you can't go any further than this to ask?
So I don't think that they go through the appeal process every time.
No.
They just kind of hit them back with, okay, how about this? Because I looked it up and I didn't see that there was a limit anywhere.
Yeah, so their next conference is scheduled for December 18th, and I don't know exactly what that means. So I wonder if they could come to the table again December 18th and ask for bail again if there's no limitation. So
What is it? How about a bail of all the money I have?
He's tried everything. He's tried giving up his plane. He's tried, but they're afraid he's going to also contact people.
Yeah.
He's got too much influence. Because I don't know if they're afraid he's going to leave because they've already made that damn near impossible.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw his lawyers were saying that the feds were pursuing his criminal case against him to take down a successful black man, and they brought that up in court yesterday, saying that his lawyer labeling it as that is baseless, and he accused the government of engaging in racist prosecution when that's not the case whatsoever.
I say everything.
Things got
I
even
say it too.
uglier in the courtroom when Diddy's legal team asked for a gag order, accusing the feds of leaking
that video
to CNN. So the defense basically slammed him and basically said that no, that gag order is not going to happen. And the prosecutors denied giving out information publicly. So both sides agreed not to speak to journalists going forward. So they shut him down saying, no.
If I was his lawyer, I'm like, okay. What can you give me?
Yeah.
Tell
me where to go.
Anything.
This nice jail cell that you're in. That's what we give you.
Anything.
Yeah.
Can I leave here with something positive?
Put me in a halfway house even.
Yes.
Just not this.
No.
Yeah.
So prosecutors in court on Thursday said the investigation is ongoing with the potential of superseding indictment, which means that he could be facing possible additional charges on top of what he already has. The Fed said that they collected terabytes of e-data during their searches of his homes in Miami, Los Angeles, and New York, and they're still sifting through it all. It's been several months, and they're still sifting through all the stuff that they've collected from his house.
Wow.
He needs to start coming to terms with the fact that this is his destiny.
I was thinking that I think it's after they said no 3 times.
Yeah.
Unless his lawyer is a good talker to say, hey, keep your spirits up. We have this. So he's always has something to lean on to possibly get him out. But just sooner or later, it's going to go to a point where he has to realize, I may never, ever
Yeah.
get out of here.
I think he's realized that already.
You think so?
But you don't ever give up.
Yeah,
I think there's no way he doesn't look at this and go, damn, I really may not leave.
Because he got none but time.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he's already accepted that. He's not willing to give it up.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Never get out.
his lawyers accuse the feds of orchestrating the whole leaked video and then
say that
the
too.
appeal and all that stuff. It's just everything is just deny. So, and then on top of that, he's got a ton of civil lawsuits that Tony Busby guy from Houston, 150 or 120 of those that he has to face.
Wasn't that Brian? I thought you might have brought it up. One of the accusers' ex-boyfriend said he was offered $1 million if.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the accused. They did find out that she was probably lying.
Yeah, so there was one that was her press conference. She immediately started crying, talking about how she, had the run-in with Diddy. And then that came out that she was possibly lying because that girl that was crying, her ex-boyfriend sent text messages back and forth of them trying to orchestrate the whole situation against Diddy.
He was offered money to agree with her story.
6 figures.
And I bet the ex-boyfriend like, you know I don't like you, right? You know our breakup was real bad, right? We broke up because you went to that party, right? You know that?
Yeah, so that's the only win that Diddy got, even though that wasn't in the court.
I mean, that's a lot, though, because, like, if we're going jury-wise, all I got to do is get one person to think that maybe someone lied. That's all I got to do as an attorney.
Yeah. Also, Kanye West is being sued by a man claiming that he was the former director of intelligence. Did you see this? So, real quick, this guy is saying that Kanye ordered him to orchestrate investigations into both Bianca Sensory and his former in-laws of the Kardashians. So now there's this man who is suing anonymously, claiming that Kanye never paid him for the work done over several pay periods, and it's caused him emotional distress.
He don't pay nobody.
He doesn't.
I think he just forgets. I really do.
He doesn't sign the checks.
Yeah.
Somebody else does. So it's whoever he hires to take care of people. They don't do it, though.
Yeah. So the man claims that his position required him to be responsible for handling Kanye's NDAs and other investigations.
And someone of his power needs someone like that on staff.
Yeah. So he had to look into, like, Kim Kardashian and the in-laws and then Bianca and, like, you know, his current wife.
But see, Kanye, the first person should have signed the NDA was that person who you sent out to sign the NDA.
Yeah.
You didn't get him to sign one, so he's talking.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I know. So I'm like, that's fun.
Man. All right, listen, we come back, we're going to find out if this was your first hurricane ever and what was the experience to you on Johnny's House. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, and I guess it's okay for us to play that song because y'all complained right before the storm.
Insensitive
how
JJ Rice.
insensitive we were to play a song like that, and we have a Cat 5 hurricane that is out there, so I guess it's okay. They complained about every song we were playing. 8:09, it is Johnny's House Friday as everybody recovers from Hurricane Milton, trying to get their lives back together. There's no school in Orange, and they don't have it on Monday either because it was a scheduled teacher's work day, what we used to call them back in the day. So the kids are out, and they need to be entertained. It's going to be mostly sunny, gusty winds today. High today of 80. It is close to 80. It is 70 right now. We want to talk to you if this is your first hurricane that you had to ride out. Now, Ray, is this the first one with your kids to this extent? Because I know we had, Helene.
Yeah.
But that was just a rain event.
This is the first one with the kids where they're like aware of what's going on.
And how was that?
So it was good. It was.
So how did you explain, hey, it's going to be some bad weather? They talked about it in school.
Yeah, so they talked about it in school a little bit, and then we showed them on the news. Like I was showing them a little bit that this is like a storm and all that stuff. And so, like, as soon as it started raining, they were like, the hurricane's here. And I'm like, no, the hurricane's like 300 miles away.
Did the little eyes get big?
Yeah. But as soon as it started raining, they were like, this is it. And I'm like, no, it's going to get a little bit like, it's going to be windy.
Yeah.
So as soon as they heard, like, the wind howling and all that, they were like, what is that? What is that? And then they were, like, scared that the tree outside the window where we were staying was going to come through the window. And I'm like, no, we'll be okay.
So during the worst part, were they asleep?
The worst part, they were asleep.
Good.
They immediately, when they woke up, looked out the window.
Really?
And they were like, whoa, look at it. And all the branches were on the ground.
Goodness. I don't remember my first one when I moved here many years ago. I do remember it was frightening, and I just remembered how everybody was just kind of laid back. I was like, yo, there's a hurricane coming. Yeah. What do you mean, yeah? Yeah, you got water and batteries. Yeah, I got all that, man, but there's a hurricane coming. Yeah. And that's the thing that sticks out in my brain is that everybody was just laid back.
Yep.
I'm like, how y'all laid back? And I was watching news and all of a sudden the flickering of the lights and I'm going crazy. And then now my family's like, hey, you guys okay? And I'm like, yeah. They said, why are you so laid back? I'm like, listen, once you've done everything you can do and you've prepared, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But don't take this lightly. I'm not taking it lightly. What else can I do? You know, get yourself in a place where you can feel safe. But are you safe? You don't know. There's a lot of things you don't know. Brian, you remember yours? Or?
My first one was Hurricane David. I was like 4 or 5. Like I just remember little things. I remember we did fill the bathtub up with water.
Yeah.
And we were on a well because we'd have no water.
If you
we didn't have city water. I do remember the power was out for a long stretch of time, and tornadoes hit our neighborhood, but they didn't hit our house. So we had 3 dirt roads, and they hit a house on the third one, skipped over ours, and then hit the barn.
Do you remember any sounds or anything?
Yeah, it was super scary. I remember. I do remember. Like we were in the bathroom huddled together.
Really?
Because there was water in the tub.
Yeah.
And I know Hurricane David was I want to say 79, 80.
Yeah, but
so it was a long time ago. But I just remember those
certain
like
things the images
snapshots.
you won't ever.
But there was no like internet or anything like that, obviously, to look up things. So you just know what you know.
So if the news went down, that was it.
That was it. Yeah. So we were without power. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, it was no technology or anything. So I just remember the little snapshots in my mind of being in the bathroom with the bathtub full of
and
water,
everybody together,
and the noise, and it was dark. Yeah.
You don't ever forget that. No.
Yeah. No.
Nerese, anything?
I mean, this is my first time without my family, doing it, other than my roommate. But I felt like a big girl.
Yeah.
I did what I could.
Yeah.
And then you just got to ride it out.
Yeah, that's all you can do once it's prepared. We want to find out from you if you're listening. This was the first hurricane you've had to ride through. What do you think? What was your experience? Going to hook somebody up with a pair of tickets to see UCF in Cincinnati. It is a sold-out game. It's going to be Saturday at the FBC Mortgage Stadium. You got to get out of the house. It's time to get out, and it's going to be a beautiful day for football. Beautiful day. You can go and check it out. But you got to tell us if this is your first time riding out a hurricane. How did you think? What were you feeling? What did you learn from it? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can always text. We'll always read it. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers, if this is your first, tell us about it, and we'll throw it up on all social media platforms so we can hear from you. But we want to talk to you. Is this your first? Tell us all about it on Johnny's House. Orlando's #1 hit music station is XL 106.7. It is Johnny's house. It's going to be nice this weekend. The storm has gone. We're looking for highs in the low 80s. It's going to be 79 to 80 today, and it is 70 right now. This is your first hurricane. You tried to ride it out on your own. We want to find out how was the experience for you, and we're going to hook somebody up with a pair of tickets to check out UCF Cincinnati. It's going to be tomorrow at the FBC Mortgage Day. It's going to be a beautiful day to watch football, and we want to get you out as long as your house is okay to get out and watch some football. From Orlando, Chris, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, Chris. Was this your first time?
This was my first time with the family, having a family on a storm.
Oh, boy, that has to
I've
be
already been through 4.
That had to be some added stress.
It is different.
Yes.
Yeah, with a 17-month-old.
Oh, my.
And especially when she woke up at 1:30 when it hit, I guess the loudest.
Yes.
But I was very blessed in our neighborhood. Around the Weatherby Boggy Creek area, we didn't lose power. Minor flooding, but it was gone within an hour and a half because we clear out our aquifers to just make sure that, like, we were on top of it.
Yeah.
We were on top of it so fast, we didn't even get a light flicker.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
So how stressful was it for you? Now you're the dad, you got your family, you got to make sure that they're safe. How stressful was it for you?
It's when you know it's not about you anymore,
Yeah.
and you have to make sure you're covering for the other two.
Yeah.
It's mainly about the other two. You got to make sure that they're covered. As a man, you got it. You
Yeah.
got it. You got to make
whatever you
sure
do.
that you're holding composure. Because if they see you freak out,
Yep.
you're gonna freak them out.
When you're single and you're by yourself, you call up and find out what's the best option. I want to hang out. You know, who has the best comfort for me?
You do drinking games.
Yeah.
Like dumb stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Hurricane parties. No, they still happen today, baby. We still enjoy them.
But now you just like, you hear a sound. What was that? Hold on, let me go check. I don't want to go check, but you got to do it. I understand. All right, you hold on a second. Let's go to Winter Springs and Lee. Lee, good morning.
Hey, good morning, team. How is everybody?
Everybody here good? Everybody's good, man. All right. So what happened? Is your first time riding it out?
I'm telling you, it started before everything else started. I'm jealous of Chris. The hurricane didn't even land yet. 7 p.m. I lost power, and still do not have power out here in Winter Springs. And I spent the last 2 mornings camping out in the car, charging up all the electronics that I can, and listening to your morning show.
Wow. Have you got any indication on when your power's going to be back on?
No, they usually send a text message or at least give us some kind of update. But no, entire neighborhood is out. We saw a tree across power lines that caused it to snap at the front of the neighborhood. So no power, just a brand new fun experience and trying to take everything in stride.
Wow. Now, what were you telling me earlier about the power outage? How many are still left? Like 400?
Just less than 1 million.
Well, there's 2.4 million in the state.
Yeah, okay.
But that's half of what it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, for
Yesterday
sure.
was 4 million.
Yeah.
So, but most of it's still on the West Coast. But here locally, I mean, they'll do the best they can.
Yeah.
So
I have a friend that we're checking on each other, and he said that there's a power line that a tree fell on the power line in his backyard, and the power went out, and they fixed it. The power's back on, but that same line is on the ground. He's like, we're kind of weirded out because that power line that is now running juice in our house is on the ground. So, but he said, we got power, but it's kind of weird. I got you. All right. You hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. B, we're about to go raw up in here. Let's see what we got here. XL, good morning. Who's this?
This is Caden.
And Caden, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
You 12 years old, and this is your first hurricane you rode out?
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
Well, it was kind of crazy because me, my mom, and my dog, we were all in the closet together. And, well, it was a little scary because there's a bunch of tornadoes, tornado warnings around.
Yeah. Wow. And what part of town do you live in? And what city do you live in?
We live in Orlando, Avalon Park.
Avalon Park. Yeah, Avalon Park. They was heading that way. Yeah. So you and your family, what were you thinking when your mom and dad said, okay, son, Caden, let's get in the closet? What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking I'm really tired because it was like at 4 and 1 o'clock that we all had to wake up at.
Yeah. Oh, so they woke you up and got in the closet?
Yeah, because all the alerts went off on our phones.
Yeah, they wake everybody up. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Caden, you hold on one second. Ray, what are they saying over there?
A lot of people said that this wasn't their first one because they've been here for a while, but somebody said my first year here was whatever that mess was in 2004 where we had the back-to-back hurricanes.
Yeah.
That was their first year here.
Oh, my goodness. Like, it's again. If that's your first time, you're thinking that's the norm.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We were on a cruise. My wife was pregnant, so she didn't go on the cruise with us. I felt like such a bad person.
She was here by herself?
Yeah, she had to ride by
Yeah,
herself.
she was out for 2 of them. She was by herself because the 2 of them hit like back to back, and we were on a cruise.
Oh, that's messed up.
And I didn't know.
I would have.
Oh, she wanted to kill me.
I bet.
I'll never forget. We got back to the parking lot here at the station, and it was a mess. And one of my friends drove from Charlotte. The wind was so tough it made his car alarm go off, and it was going off for 2 days. So when he got here, the battery was dead.
Oh, no.
I didn't know because I ain't waiting around.
Yeah.
I left.
My wife will still tell you, Brian made me go through 2 hurricanes
I was gonna
pregnant.
say, if I was her, I would bring it up every hurricane season.
Oh, my
She
goodness.
does. 19 damn years, Ray. She does.
Brian, anything over there?
XL powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said it's their first one as a mom, which is definitely scary. Because they've done it before, no big deal. But when you're a mom, you got to go through all the headache.
Yeah. All right, we're going to give little Caden, we're going to give him 4 tickets to UCF Cincinnati Saturday. So he can take his whole family. It's going to be, because if this kid got woken up in the middle of the night to go stand in the closet with his family, they need a break. Going to give him tickets to UCF Cincinnati Saturday at the FBC Mortgage Stadium. Good stories about Storm. We're going to talk about that coming up on Johnny's House. .33, it is Johnny's House. Listen, we come back. You know, a lot of things happen during the storm, but good people come together around that time. I want to hear those good stories that came out of the hurricane. Well, after that, next on Johnny's House. Orlando's #1 hit music station is XL 106.7, 8:37 on a Friday morning. It is Johnny's House. We are live in the studio trying to get everything together as we had a major hurricane go through Central Florida. Some people are still without power, flooding, but we're slowly getting it together. A lot of sunshine today. And this weekend, the high of only 80, 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts still be here, and it is 70 right now. You know, a lot of bad things happen, but sometimes during a storm or a tragedy, you see communities come together. You see neighbors that never talk to each other are assisting and helping clean up areas, people helping senior citizens they didn't know. And, Brian, you had a little situation happen in your neighborhood.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool because, you know, I joke my neighborhood all the time and their Facebook page, and they were stealing sandbags from the playground. And
By
all
the
that
way,
stuff.
were they returning the sand yesterday?
Haven't seen them return it yet, but we'll see.
Maybe today.
Give it a day or two.
We'll see. But this guy was really cool. So I don't even think I know him personally because I'm terrible with names.
Yeah.
So this guy yesterday went around our neighborhood to every house with his drone.
Yeah.
And he flew it up to check everyone's roof. And if you had any sort of missing shingles or damage, he had it snap a photo. And then he went back and he posted, I think there were 4 people in the neighborhood that got damaged. He posted the photo on the neighborhood Facebook page and said, hey, if this is your house,
you might want to look into it.
Hit me up. I have the actual photos. I can give them to you so you can get your stuff. And if I don't list you, then you're safe.
Yeah.
But he checked all 100 and whatever, 30, 40 houses in the neighborhood. Not because anyone asked him to. He just thought it'd be a nice thing to do. And I was like, well, that was really a nice thing to do because I don't think I would have thought to do that.
Yeah. And some people are going be up. I've heard of people who have neighbors who just come out with chainsaws and don't even ask and just start cutting.
Yeah.
Because they see that there's a tree down and they need to be out of the way. I mean, there's a lot of people that have come together. I'm going to really assess my neighborhood today because I hadn't been there in a couple of days. I did go by yesterday and saw that there was a little water, put some towels down. But I saw people walking around assessing.
Yeah.
I saw people walking that normally don't walk. But I think they just wanted to see damage.
Oh, yeah, those are nosy neighbors.
Yeah, but I didn't really see anybody assisting. Were you seeing any random acts of super kindness during this period?
No, just besides.
You just ran them here and there.
Yeah, I was running all over the place. I saw people in my mom's neighborhood. They were driving around just asking everybody if they needed help or
That is so cool.
or if they had any debris that they needed picked up.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so that was like what I saw in my parents' neighborhood.
Wow. How about you, Nerys?
Yeah, I mean, other than my roommate doing wonders with the HOA work.
If you didn't listen to, we always tell you to listen to the podcast. Earlier, Nerys said that she came home and her roommate was out there raking in the common area of their condo community, and she went out there and asked him, "What is he doing?" They pay people to do that.
She said, we don't do that. That's for the help.
I was like, we pay a lot of money for that. But okay, maybe we could get some HOA money shaved off.
No, you do things for people, not for what it does for you. Just to do them for people.
He said he even did a little bit of like blow leaf drying because there was a guy who was like across the street. I'm pretty sure he's a part of the board. He was doing all of this, and then when Carlos was like, "Oh, do you need help?" Sorry, my roommate. He's like, "Do you need help?" And he's just like, "Oh, here you go, old chap."
Here's the thing. Let me tell you what the association members were doing. They were doing the most that they could. What they can't, they're gonna have to hire somebody.
Yeah.
And when they hire somebody, assessments.
Right.
So you should have been out there raking as much as you can.
When you see how much I pay for my HOA,
We all absolutely. I pay also, but that assessment is coming. If they got to go into that budget, the budget can't lower. You're gonna get an assessment.
I love how you were ready to give away my HOA sand.
I'm like the type of person that's gonna stand out there and watch them do the work. I'm like,
oh my goodness. Look, we in my old neighborhood, we had some senior citizens who were next door, and we had a storm, and we after we did our yard, me and Alex went over and just started raking theirs, and other neighbors I didn't know would start raking theirs too. The neighborhood I have now, they all got money. They ain't gonna.
Yeah, but we did do that too. My neighbors and I, we all checked in on each other in our unit, so that was good.
So we want to hear about those great random acts of kindness that you saw during the storm. People that you didn't know that just stepped up to help. Like Ray was saying, through her parents' neighborhood, people driving by, hey, you need some assistance, you need some help. I think that's a beautiful thing. Or someone going in your condo association talking about why you raking. That's what we pay people to do. We ain't looking for that call right now. That's not the one we want. We're going to hook somebody up because they saw that random act of kindness with a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Nights plus the parking pass. But you got to tell us how someone did some random act of kindness during all this bad. Hurricane Milton came through, flooding. People they volunteered their boats to get people from their homes. whatever you saw that was like, wow, that's very touching. I can't believe I saw that. We want to hear that story. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. To text, the XL Mobile is 41067. Live stream and social media. Drop comments. We all want to hear from you. You saw this kindness you could not believe. Share it with us right here on Johnny's House. .46, it is Johnny's House, where it's going to be sunny, almost 80 as a high today. Heat index is gone. It's going to be a breezy, and it's 70 right now. I want to find out about those random acts of kindness you saw during the storm. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers helping strangers, all to get over Hurricane Milton that is now gone. Someone with a story, we're just going to randomly hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Plus, we're going to throw in the parking pass. Got to hear your story from Mount Dura. Hey, Kathy.
Hi, good morning.
All right, let's hear about those random acts.
I work for county government and was working one of our sandbag sites on Wednesday in the rain, and a lady came by after she had filled up all of her allotted bags by herself and asked if it was okay if she came back and helped just fill bags for other people that might be coming that couldn't fill them.
Oh, wow.
And she went home.
She asked if she can come back and help?
Yes, she went home, dropped off her bags, came back, and just kept filling bags for other people as they were coming.
Oh, wow. And she didn't know any of them. She just wanted to help.
She didn't know any of them.
I love people like
She said
that.
she was all prepared for the storm, and she had the extra time and just wanted to come and help, and was out there in the rain.
Wow.
Just filling sandbags for strangers.
Now, at your sandbag location, did y'all have those upside-down cones where you can put the sand in the upside-down cone and then it would come out in the bag? Or y'all just say, here's some bags?
We did, and we actually had PVC pipes with handles on them, too, which made it a lot easier to fill.
There you go. Kathy, you hold on. Thank you for sharing that story. Don't go anywhere. Wow, okay. From Orlando, Shay.
Hi.
Hey, Shay, let's hear about that random act of kindness you saw doing all of this.
Well, it's not about me, but it's about my sister and her friends. She lives all the way in Bushnell, probably an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes away from Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And her friends live all the way in Ocala. It's about an hour and 30-minute drive. And she lost power. A tree fell on her roof. And not even 24 hours after the storm, her friends brought all their kids and everything, brought my sister, my niece and nephew, and my brother-in-law an AC unit and a generator.
What, they pulled their money together and bought it for them?
Well, they already had it, but they didn't even lose power. They were like, let's bring it. I want to bring it for you. They were very insistent. And it was like in the morning, like when the hurricane was like still happening, it was like a little rainy, like a drizzle. But they came over to my sister's house and they were like, we want to help you. They brought her an AC, I think the AC unit was new, but they brought her an AC unit and a generator.
Good people. Good people. You hold on a second. I love that, man. From St. Cloud, Sean, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, let's hear about that kindness.
All right, so yesterday I have a 100-year-old tree in my backyard. My neighbor does too. And, of course, Mother Nature wanted to take some of that stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it landed on my neighbor's house.
Oh, no.
On his roof. My 12-year-old son, which you guys know, little Anthony from St. Cloud,
yeah,
he took upon it. He's like, Dad, can you put that ladder right there so I can get up there and start clearing off his roof? And so he went up there, cleared off his roof, blowed all the leaves out his gutters. I mean, this guy was, he's an old guy, so he needed the help. There's no way he was going up there.
Wow.
So Anthony took it upon himself to jump up there.
Wow. You're raising a good kid there, man. You hold on. Ray, what they saying over there?
Somebody said my sister went into labor Monday, had the baby Monday, and thankfully they were able to get her out and home on Wednesday. She was nervous that she was going to be stuck in the hospital. But
Did she name it Milton?
Milton, yeah.
Milton or Mildrina?
That's what she said. She was like, I told her she should have named the baby Milton, but she didn't find that funny.
She said, that's not a pretty name.
No.
It's not. Brian.
XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone they said they just moved into a new house, so they didn't really know anybody, but one of the neighbors came over that they hadn't met yet and said, hey, that house floods, just so you know.
Okay.
And they gave him a roll of plastic wrap and helped him build a dam around the house.
That is so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, because they know. Your neighbors know.
Right, because they've lived there the whole time, but you just got there.
And you're like, hey, be careful. That's awesome. Kathy from Mount Dura going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Night plus the parking pass. It is time, that time of week, for the Jeremy Rice Friday song. I know he has this thing he wants me to call it a Friday Freedom or Friday whatever.
Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
As I told you week after week to tell him to stop, y'all don't. You email and tell him how much you love it. I don't understand. But here it is. Brian, what is the Jeremy Rice
He says
Feel
this
Good
is
Friday song?
He says this is a feel-good song because of everything we've gone through.
Oh.
Swedish House Mafia.
Hmm.
Don't you worry.
Oh.
XL.
Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Hey, it's Johnny Magic. It's time to pay your bills. Enter the keyword right now at XL1067.com for a chance to win $1,000 and a VIP grand prize trip for two to the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Show in New York.
Red. That's R-E-D.
Enter that keyword now at XL1067.com. Good luck.
Pay your bills 13 times a day, every hour from 9 to 9 on XL1067.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067. Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
It's Friday, so new movies that are out this weekend. The Apprentice. This is Sebastian Stan. He's playing a young, impressionable Donald Trump in the 1970s and 80s.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
his relationship with a cutthroat attorney named Roy Cohn.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't know.
So it's supposed to be about Donald Trump?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Is he like involved in it, or someone just made it?
I don't know. So, because Sebastian Stan is the one that is playing the young Donald Trump.
An interesting story.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. And then Piece by Piece, that's the animated journey through the life of Pharrell Williams.
Oh, he did Legos.
The lens of Lego animation.
And he didn't tell anyone he was using Legos to do it, so all the people that are involved in it, because
Yes.
there's a lot of big names, because he's worked with so many. They didn't know they were going to be Lego characters.
So they thought they were just going to be animated feature?
Well, yeah, he did. He talked to them.
Yes.
He didn't know they were going to turn it. He's going to turn it into a Lego movie.
Into a Lego movie. So, like Kendrick Lamar, Gwen Stefani, Justin Timberlake, Snoop Dogg, Timbaland, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, Pusha T.
Interesting.
Like, those are all the names that are a part of it, too.
It's like they really want to bring the kids and the family, like the mom and dad's out.
Yeah, it was cute. And then Saturday night, it expands nationwide because it was in select theaters last weekend. So nationwide, you could see that one. Jessie J is the latest celebrity to get robbed, I guess, or like her house was broken into. Law enforcement said that they showed up after she came home and she realized that her back window was broken. And they gained entry into her house, and they took off with more than $20,000 worth of jewelry.
It's probably one chain.
One chain, yeah, I
one
know.
chain.
So she's the latest victim of like burglary. I guess there was a lot of people that in Los Angeles that are like getting their
Again?
houses broken into.
That was happening a while back. It's happening again?
Yeah.
What kind of security system do these people have?
I don't know.
Need to
Tom Hanks.
Call my friends at Safe Touch.
No joke.
Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, they had their house broken into. Bad Baby had her house broken into. So there's no arrests that have been made, but the investigation remains. She's doing all right, but she said that the jewelry was quite the price tag.
You gotta trust. In Hollywood, at least, you gotta trust the people that install security system because if they put it in, they know how to get past it.
Yeah, and if you're gonna break a window and nobody
Really?
like is alerted,
If they would just put a Safe Touch sign in the yard, crooks would stay away.
They'll stay away.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
LeBron,
Heard on the radio.
LeBron and Savannah James, they have they have a new Netflix docuseries, The Starting Five,
Mhm.
that's out. But I guess this one it premiered Wednesday night, and this is the one where LeBron James Jr. or Bronny Jr. He actually, when he suffered the heart attack,
Yeah.
and the woman that performed CPR on Bronny last July,
Mhm.
they have like a moment in this docuseries or whatever. So they call her like a lifesaver, but it's very, very touching. And a lot of people are talking about it this morning because they just released the episode. But they were like, there's a reason that Bronny is alive, and it's because of this woman right here. And you see them walking through the locker room and meeting this woman.
I know she got a fat chick.
Heck yeah.
She's just doing a job, but I would.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it was really cute because like Savannah James, she was like, to see my son playing the game that he loves at that level, and then to have this woman save his life, and so he could do it again. It's a really touching docuseries. if you wanna
Lakers
see it.
fans ain't agreeing with all that,
Why not?
Because he's a Laker.
Yeah.
And they don't.
I know.
I mean, if they win, they're cool, but
yeah, really. That's what you got to do. You got to win.
It'll flip quick. But he should have at least bought her a house or something.
Oh,
I
for
know.
sure.
That's
I'm
what
sure
I was like,
But isn't he almost a billionaire?
Yeah, LeBron James,
LeBron,
yeah.
I'm sure she got a house. I'm sure she.
I
did.
would.
And I would too, without a doubt. You saved my son. All right, a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Ray's going to tell you what's up around town when we get back on Johnny's House. 9:12 on a Friday. Johnny's house. The weekend's going to be nice. Good to get everything back in order in your world. 80 is the high. It's going to be mostly sunny and breezy, and it's 72 right now. All right, Miss Ray.
Yes.
I know that, I mean, you're just going by what you heard.
Yes.
Okay, and there is no fact base. I would suggest if she tells you these places, go to the sites or even call them to make sure that they're open because things have been changing quickly.
So
All right?
I am going to mention places just like for reopening purposes and things that have been canceled.
Okay.
SeaWorld is reopening today, but it's 2 Halloween events, the Nighttime Hallow Scream and the Daylight Spooktacular, have been canceled for today.
Okay.
Aquatica, SeaWorld Water Park, and Discovery Cove also are set to reopen. Let's see here. Old Town is reopening today at 3.
Okay.
Fun Spot has their locations in Kissimmee and near Orlando I Drive. They plan to reopen. Orlando Science Center is doing something that is really cool. The museum is going to offer a hurricane break for camps for like students in kindergarten through 5th grade from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and that is today.
Oh, really?
And on Monday.
Okay.
So if you want more information for them, just go to osc.org/hurricane. So I thought that was really cool that they're doing that. Wonderworks has opened and they're going to resume their normal hours. If you had tickets to Happy Frights or Haunting Nights over at Lou Gardens, unfortunately they had to cancel for this weekend. Because Lou Gardens took a pretty big hit with the wind and the rain.
Branches and all that stuff like neighborhoods.
So they have to clean up all this weekend. Gatorland is going to remain closed on Friday today for cleanup. The attraction's going to reopen tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Universal Orlando confirms that its theme parks, Universal City Walk, will reopen today.
Okay.
And it's also going to host their regularly scheduled Halloween Horror Nights tonight. So you're good with that. Disney is open today, but I do want to let you know that the Mickey's Not So Scary is going to be closed.
Okay. That won't be happening later tonight.
Yeah, that's a little update. But if you want to get like a full list of things that are open and like deals and stuff that are going on, I know the Orlando Sentinel has like a good list for everybody, so we can put a link for that.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We come back. You know we couldn't end it without playing the list. And if you don't know what it is, we'll explain it next on Johnny's House. 917, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. It is Johnny's House. We are live. We are in here. We're getting through this thing together. A lot of sunshine today. 25 mile an hour wind. 80 is the high if it gets that far. It is 72 right now. Before we get to the list, I heard this joke, and I want to decide on who I want to give it to, Nerese or Ray. I can't do it with Brian because he'll get it.
Okay.
Which one do you want it?
Give it to Ray.
Okay. Give it to me.
He's backed up the bus.
Well, we like Ray's responses. So.
All right, here we go.
Boy.
Look at the reset. Boy, here's a bus. All right, Ray. There's a race of 10 people.
Okay.
Okay, you're in it. I'm in second place. You run past me. What place are you in? It's simple.
Okay.
Okay, it's a race of 10 people.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm in second place. You run right by me. I'm looking back.
I'm in second.
Yes. Why'd you have to think about it?
Well, I'm like, hold on, wait. Is this a trick question? I'm like, hold on, wait.
You know what's funny? I got it wrong.
Did you say you were in first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have said that too. I definitely am not gonna lie.
You default to first.
Yes.
Like
I got it wrong.
No, but if I'm
Those are
running
like
past
riddles.
you, that means that you're in third now, and I'm in
Yes,
second.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But you want to be like, dumb question,
yes.
and answer
Oh,
so fast.
It's kind of like which month has 28 days.
All of them. No, but
you
this one I'm like, oh, that's stupid. I'm in first place. No, you're not. How the hell I'm not? Oh, damn.
Because you want to answer
see,
fast.
Here's the thing. She racist, so she put it in her
I'm
mind.
like, I'm in second.
Damn, thanks for killing my joke. Ray.
What's next?
No, ain't no more. What's next?
Ray said, bring it.
Ray said,
Bring
I
your
am
little
ready.
silly ha-has.
I'm ready to do it. All right, the list is a game we've created, and we play two ways. We play for bragging rights and championships here, and you're playing for prizes on the other end. And today you will be playing for 4 tickets to Great Scots Farm in Mount Dora. Now, the way the list works, Brian has looked up on the web and he has a list. Usually it's a top 20 list, and we're trying to get closest to number 1. Now, for us, we play for points and championships. Now, I am the regular season champion so far, but that means not a damn thing. Because if you don't win the championship at the end of the year, it's what it's all about. Ray, if you can, what's the points?
Johnny Magic has 200.
Wow.
I have 154, and Nerese has 138.
Wow.
Now, we've been jacking the points up so we can try to at least get Nerese in the game.
I'm trying.
And I had a long talk with her last week to say, listen, get it out of your head. Because the first year we played, I was just like you. I was horrible. It's not about what you want. It's what the people want.
It's why I remind you of that every time. Because of Johnny, I had to keep saying it's not what you think. It's what the people think.
And when that finally clicked in, I started winning.
It sucks because I'm like, am I thinking what the people think, or should I not? Am I the people?
Well,
like,
put it
all
this
this
way.
is running in my head.
Whatever it is you're thinking, switch it.
Right.
Switch it up. All right, so the first thing we'll do is any new thing on the point system today, sir?
So I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to play for something between 10 and 40 points.
Woo!
So then, if you win, like last week, I will let you spin to either double or cut it in half.
Okay.
Because if we get to 40 and Nerese wins and she doubles it, she can then jump all the way up into like at least fighting range.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we're going to do.
My hands are sweating.
That's a lot of ifs, though.
Yes, there is a lot.
The chances of it happening is not 0, though, so let's go.
No, that's true. It's not 0. Oh, the first step. Boom, it's going to be 40 points. Ooh. Which could go to 80 points if you choose the double and you win. And cut it in half, 20.
So if she gets 80, she could possibly win.
If she gets 80,
yes, she would win.
Jump into the lead.
Okay. All right.
I'm nervous.
If she gets 80. So now we're going to spin and see who goes first.
Here we go.
Let's see who's going first. Who's going first?
There we go. There.
Oh, Johnny goes first.
So if I get 80.
Oh, my God.
If you spin the wheel, win, and double it, and you get 80, now you're going to put some real distance between these people.
Oh, yeah. All right.
The only way I can give her a chance is to also give you a chance to really, really get ahead.
That is true.
Otherwise, I'm being unfair.
Very
That
true.
is true.
Very
So
true.
20 if you're on the list.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
20
If you're
for
on the
being
list,
on.
you get 20.
Yeah.
40 for winning, but if you win, you could spin the double or cut it in half.
And
So
going on the list is top 10.
yes,
Okay.
top 10.
Now, you calling in if you want to play, you're going to win those 4 tickets to Great Scots Farm in Mount Dora. You'll get the first choice before we do. So if you get the good choices, that's where the trouble comes for us. All right. So if you like now, play the list. That's Rihanna on Johnny's House. It is 9:35 on a day where it's going to be breezy and nice. Close to 80 is our high, 72 right now. It's time to play the list. That's what Brian has gone through the web. Only he has the answer. We have no idea what the answer is. Usually a top 20, top 10 list. Closest to number one wins. Now, we're going to play right now for points. And if some of the obvious choices are taken, or you say, why don't they say that? Because they've probably been taken, and they get to pick first, the listeners, and we pick second. And the winner today gets how many points? And then we have to spin the wheel.
40 points for winning, 20 points for being on the list, 0 if you're outside of the top 10. And if you win overall, you get to spin to either double or cut your points in half. It's a 50-50 shot.
All right, and we spin the wheel, and I am going first, Brian.
Well, I was going to go with a weather list, but I'm tired of Milton
Same here,
and
man.
hurricanes.
I'm with you on that.
So I found the most random thing I could find. The best thing to put on a hot dog, according to hot dog lovers.
How do you think I feel? I'm the last one.
Now, this is hard because the North Carolina hot dog is different from the Chicago hot dog, which is different from the Detroit hot dog.
Right.
That I didn't know Detroit had one until we had Detroit on the show and said there is.
North Carolina has one?
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's three toppings you put on that thing.
So it's what I always say. This is a single topping because
Yes.
it's the best, and it's what you think the most people would say.
All right, so it ain't what I would think, because if I was thinking it, I'd go North Carolina. I'm thinking what the people are saying. I'm going to go onions.
Onions, really?
Onions, yes. I'm going onions.
Wow.
It's on my list, too.
Yes.
That's a bold choice.
Yes, it is.
Man, it's number 2.
Boom! Boom! The onion.
I would have never guessed that.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, I know
it's on my list.
it's in
too.
my
Yes.
top 10, I think,
Yes.
of what people would say, but I wouldn't have said it.
Wow. Okay, Ray.
Well, Johnny has already secured the top
know.
spot.
I know.
So you're basically just hanging on for dear life here.
You just want some points.
Come on,
I'm
Ray.
gonna go with relish.
Relish.
Solid, which I think is a good answer. I
Yeah.
think I might have gone that way knowing what the listeners have picked. It's
Yeah.
number 3.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
So would that have been if you went first, would that have been your first choice?
Onions, yes.
Oh, no, onions would have been your first
Yes.
choice? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All
Yeah, I
right.
don't think it would have been mine.
All right.
It wouldn't have been mine.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know what to say on the second one. Narice.
All right.
You are
If-
limited.
If this is not on the top 10, I'm going to lose my mind.
We all are.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
She gonna say something like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm going to go with cheese.
Okay.
that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I will lose my
Basic.
mind
Yep,
if it's not
yep.
on that list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian, don't you
No.
That's a good answer.
No. I'm scared. I don't want to play anymore.
Cheese is number 6.
Okay.
All
All right.
Are you spinning, Johnny? So we're both on the list.
Spin.
All right.
You want to do the listeners first, or you want to
Yeah,
decide
no,
now?
let's do the
Oh,
list,
yeah.
and we'll come back to
Okay.
that. All right. This is the best thing to put on a hot dog according to the hot dog lovers. Let's go to the big city of Kissimmee. Kim, good morning.
Hello.
Hey, Kim.
Good morning.
All right, Kim, what is the best thing to put on a hot dog according to the hot dog lovers?
Sauerkraut.
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 And
I thought that'd be higher. It's number 7.
number 7.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You didn't do it.
Oh no.
All right.
I mean, you made the top 10.
You going to hang up or you just going to hold
Just
on?
didn't
I'll
win.
take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
But you ain't winning.
Well, you don't get anything.
No,
you
no.
just get
We just
It's
said.
okay.
pat
though.
on the
It's
back.
Top 10.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
pat on the back.
Well, you have a good weekend, okay, Kim?
You too. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. Going to the bigger city of Winter Springs, Jessica. Ketchup. She said, I ain't got time for the. I ain't got no damn time for the small talk. The answer's damn ketchup.
Ketchup. That would have been my number 1. On the list, it's number 5.
That's wild.
Number 5.
I know, same. I thought the same thing.
Sorry, Jessica.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Get off my
Maybe it's because I have a kid and that kid drenched
Uh-huh.
everything in
and
ketchup.
I do love ketchup.
From Ocala, where I've never had a bad time, Timothy, what is the best thing to put on a hot dog according to the hot dog lovers?
Mustard.
Mustard is number 1. Now, Johnny, would you have said it?
I would have said it.
Yeah.
You
I would
would
have said it.
have.
Yes, I would have said it
Okay.
because I hate it.
I've never put mustard on a hot dog before.
Same.
Ever
Oh,
in my
man.
life.
I was watching some of those food shows, and they say the only thing that should go on a hot dog is mustard.
Ugh.
Really?
That's it. That's it. All right. Well, listen, Timothy, congratulations. You got 4 tickets to Great Scott Farms in Mount Dora. Season now runs every Saturday and Sunday through November 24th. Enjoy the giant wooden playground, 7-acre corn maze, revamped zip line, farm tour, and more. Timothy, congratulations. You on the list, and you are going, okay?
Just up a hot dog out there.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for playing.
Put some mustard on it.
All right. Throw some mustard on it.
All right. Do you want to spin or do you want to not spin? You can keep your 40.
Okay. If I
You can
keep my
your 40. You're spinning
You're
to
at
double it
240.
or you're spinning to half it.
You got nothing to lose.
Man, roll the dice. Let's run it,
Oh,
man.
Doug, gonna roll the dice. He's gonna roll the dice. Gonna spin it.
Double or half. Here we go. Here we go, yo.
Oh! Double!
Damn.
By a fraction. Literally by a fraction. So Johnny just picked up 80 points. And Nerese, I continue to make it worse for you by trying to make it better for you.
At least I was on the list. I'll take that.
Do you see what happens
Now,
when you try to redistribute wealth? Do you see?
now I want to hit a list now. I got 2 items that's on the North Carolina.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that on here.
Okay.
And, okay.
All
All
right.
right. So, Ray, what is the list?
Oh, my God.
Johnny. You have 280.
Yeah!
Next week, Johnny's playing for fun.
Yeah, I am.
I have 174.
Yep.
And Nerese has 158.
Wow. All this for you, Nerese. We've changed the structure of the game
Wow.
just for you.
I'm going to have to come up with something in the
I know,
lab this
really?
week.
Really? All right, so I got mine. So what's the top 10?
First of all, real quick, number 11 is weird. Number 11 is French fries. That is
I
so
never
weird
said
to
that.
me. Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait,
Anyway.
like the little stick fries?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
actual
okay.
French
French
fries.
fries, okay.
Not the potato sticks. French
Okay,
fries.
all right.
Number 10, jalapeno peppers.
Yeah.
Nope, that ain't mine.
Number 9, dill pickles.
Nope,
Number 8 is bacon.
nope,
7, sauerkraut.
nope,
6, cheese.
nope.
5, ketchup. 4 is chili.
Yep, I got chili.
I was
That's the
thinking
North
that too.
Carolina one, yeah.
And then relish, then onions, and then mustard.
Where's
at number 1.
coleslaw? See, everybody
Oh my
hates that.
gosh.
But that's the North Carolina dog. It's ketchup, mustard, chili, and coleslaw.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
that sounds
coleslaw's
good.
15.
15.
I
yes.
wish you would have said that.
Well, see, again, Ray, I'm not thinking about me. Thinking about the people.
Hot sauce is number 13. That's one that
sauce.
I think I could see people saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, like, it's weird. Avocados is on here at 22.
Ooh.
You know,
Okay.
I'm tired of being a regular season champ. I need to win a
Oh,
championship.
it's exhausting.
And then I'm the regular season champ every year.
Here's what I'll say.
So tiring.
If we don't come up with a way to get you less points, they're going to get so far behind that even if they bet all their points, they can't
can't
You
catch
got
you.
a 100-point lead.
No, for real.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, there's going to be a point if this continues, me trying to help Nerese out.
He's literally 130 points above me.
I'm going to put you so far out of reach if you keep winning that they can't possibly catch up.
Nerese, back in the day, we were playing for 1 point.
Seriously.
One. Every week, 1 point.
Yeah.
This is rough. I look rough right now.
Have Johnny pick the list next week.
Have Johnny pick the list?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Nerese and I will just play.
Oh, just you guys play.
No.
I like the sound
No.
of this.
No. I'm trying to win a championship, Ray.
I see that. I see.
I paid to get Nerese in the game. I'm not paying anymore. You're on your own, kid.
Hey, I got you paid, though.
Well, it did get me paid because I gambled that money.
I'm going to have to come up with all kinds of equations to try to figure out a way to slow his and increase yours.
Can you do like a
Appreciate you being-
Hispanic list for her?
Come on.
I agree. I totally agree.
Do a Hispanic.
Hispanic, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. I
It's still
agree.
happening.
Do you want that smoke? Because I told y'all if I make a list of top Hispanic people on Johnny's house, she'd get it wrong.
Listen, we're trying to do.
She would say number 1, Brian.
There's only one way to find out.
Hey, bro, there is no easier way to try to give her some type of lead than to do that.
Let's talk about my field.
And if she gets it wrong, Bray, nothing else we can do. There's nothing else we can do.
It's hot dogs.
I mean,
We're in America.
All right, let's get out of here, y'all. It's 9:45. 9:48, it is Johnny's house, and it's time for us to go. If you had damage, I hope it wasn't bad. It's give you an opportunity with this weather to work on some things that has happened through Hurricane Milton as we're going through. Hopefully, if you're in an area that is being flooded, it's starting to decrease, and you can get life as back to normal as you can. Miss Ray, what you got going on, girl?
I'm going to hang out a little bit longer. I'm going to do middays today. Ryan Seacrest just took the week off to keep it local here. I'm going to do that. And then I have the kids this weekend, so not much planned.
Very good. Nerese, how about you?
Yeah, just getting ready for this weekend, working, and then I got my family visiting, so I'll be taking care of them and hanging out with them. And fingers crossed, we'll see what happens, but I might be getting my first tattoo. So
congratulations.
Yes,
all right,
more to
good
come.
for you. And Brian?
Nothing. Just a whole bunch of work to do around here. And then I told my wife, we got to do something outside this weekend. I don't care what.
Yeah.
Even if it's just eat lunch outside. It's going to be nice.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to try to get out.
So I just want to do something outside.
People have been in their houses for like a whole day. They want to get out and do something.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to hand this thing over to Ray. Y'all have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Yo, everybody. It's been a long, crazy week, right? I'm only dropping in to say hi real fast, and then I got a radio shows to do. I am. It's like, I'll tell you what. I didn't do any. Actually, I didn't do more shows because I did half the midday show here on XL this week. So it's not even that. It's like, you go from 3 shows that are hurricane. Oh my God, it's gonna kill us. And then you have to flip to shows that literally no none of my other shows are in a hurricane affected market. So like they're all like don't really give a damn about hurricanes. So now I got to flip to that. It's again, it ain't hard work. I'm not up here high top roofing or digging ditches, but it makes me like, ugh. That's all. And again, I get paid to talk. So like I said, first world type shit. That's what I'm dealing with. So anyway, that is all. I'm going to go do some work now. You guys have a good weekend. Hopefully you guys are back to some version of normal after that storm. I'm not saying its name no more. Tired of that word. In fact, I'm going to go home and throw away all of my board games that have that name and Bradley at the end of it. All right, bye.